Crazy, you're staying. I mean, I don't think the poly was doing like particularly bad. We had like a double healer pickup, right? And Divine Hymn was on cooldown from the last pull, and it was just rough. I should have called for his DSAC and Aura Mastery in hindsight. Or like waited another 3 seconds to pull, we would have had the D him up. There were things that could have happened there to salvage the situation. He's got another like this unholy death knight. Let me look at him. He's got Shadow Mower and that should be like pretty poggers for AoE damage. Um Anyways, here's a ready check. Pit Dad, Soul Link with your pets, Shadow Crux, your Shadow Form and Vampiric Embrace and Inner Fire. Try to look gold if you need a flask, need palette, and 26. Strike, are you here? Confirmation, ready check. I delay for pull. Nipala. Initiating the roleplay. Ready, brains on, focus up, no defiles in the raid, deliver your necrotics. Don't ice sphere the raid, spread properly. Again, like the ice sphere targets a person, and like 10 yards around that person gets like blasted with frost damage, so again, when I say spread in a line and away from each other, it is to mitigate the damage both from the frost sphere and from the pain and suffering, so play the game. Warriors, Mortal Zero, and Google it. Keep commanding, shut up. And some dudes. Combat 10. 5. 3. Here we go. Ready. Let's get it on.
1. 바닥 조심하세요.
Melee Shadow Trap. Melee Shadow Trap. Move accordingly.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Infest into Necrotic Lustro, blink over here. Works.
사, 삼, 이, 일.
Middle Shadow Trap. All groups be aware of middle Shadow Trap. Infest.
4, 3, 2, 1. 바닥 조심하세요.
Melee Shadow Trap, Homeless Rogue. Melee Shadow Trap, Homeless Rogue.
4, 3,
Infest.
2, 1.
Range Shadow Trap. Range Shadow Trap. Trounce after Shadow Trap Battles.
당신은 궤저역병.
Evac, Necrotic. 2% to transition.
3, 2, 1. 바닥 조심하세요.
Move for final shadow trap, move to the edge and spread, move to the edge and spread. Shambling will be dead in 5 seconds, stay away from it.
당신이
Necrotic is clear,
대상입니다.
use the space. Get a Might onto warriors. Ice Sphere hit dad. Ice Sphere Amadana, new power. Ice Sphere Eleanor. Second Raging. Ice Sphere Eleanor and Spunkular. Look at Soul Shrieked Valkyrie, that's very silly. All DPS, Skull and Ice Spheres, all DPS, Skull and Ice Spheres. Ice Sphere Valkyrie. All ranged on Ice Spheres at this time, all ranged on Ice Spheres, and then back onto Skull. Maria will grab the Lich King. Stack properly. Stack properly.
3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, my Holy Wrath. I say I'm pretty sure volley is not the play as a hunter, even if you're hitting all of these. Anyways, the pile in 3, pile in 2, pile in 1.
명원 쓰기.
Please blink, you didn't blink. Where is your fucking blink button? Holy fuck.
딜 멈추세요.
Why are we losing diamond? There we go. That was him.
3, 2, 1.
Pile 5, watch the Lich King, still doable.
시전 상기하세요.
Fine.
3, 2,
Pile 2, defile 1, ignore car. Blink. Got it this time, very good. Valkyrie, Holy Wrath. Single target skull,
딜 멈추세요.
and back on Lich King. Preferably you are keeping teleport clear here. You have a pile in 10. Pile in 8. Mortal 0, you are a solo warrior.
화면 시전
Pile
상기하세요.
3.
3, 2,
쓰기.
1.
Depends, you can pinch up Maroon
3,
out of the defile
2, 1.
and position accordingly. Strike after Valkyries, take the Lich King. Healers be aware, Strike will be taking the Lich King after Valkyries. Ignore far, so just single target skull and single target X. Single target skull.
화면 시전 상기하세요. 3, 2, 1. 딜
Deep application
멈추세요.
there. Back on Lich King. Save any cooldowns you have for the next set of Valkyries. We will aim to clear next set of Valkyries. Slow on Lich King, slow on Lich King. We're going to aim to clear Valkyries.
3,
Stack properly.
2,
Stack properly. Deeper application in 4.
명원 쓰기.
File 5, defile 4, ignore far. Lucky.
3,
Defile, spread, spread.
1.
And on the Valkyries, again, we are clearing these Valkyries. We are clearing these Valkyries.
딜 멈추세요.
Keep Lich King on edge, 1% to transition, maybe one more infest to heal up. Stay relatively stacked. One more Reaper, I'm gonna take it with double one. I'm gonna do it. It's fine. I'll be up when I need it.
바닥
The edge.
조심하세요.
Edge and spread. Mages, you are not on the Lich King. You are on Ice Spheres or you are on Raging Spirits. We do not need damage on Lich King. We need damage on Ice Spheres and Raging Spirits. Spread in a line and away from each other. Spread in a line and away from each other. Second Raging. Almost rogue, your tricks, yep. Also, Asara, you missed your MD. Be ready to do it. Do your innervates as available. Third raging. This is the most important one. Everyone stays on third raging, except those doing misdirects and tricks. Valkyrie Sphere. Valkyrie Sphere. Do misdirects and tricks as available. Off cooldown to strike. Everyone should be on skull, except for those doing misdirects and tricks. Watch your foot.
3단계.
Salvio. Move in, move in. Get the Dice Sphere all ranged. Maru is going to grab the Lich King. And now we just have Chamber Phase to deal with. Stack center, stack center. Follow, 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 follow. Never anywhere in this room other than the blue square. Pets on passive temporarily. Maru has the Lich King, Strike has the Raging Spirit, you are spreading for Defile, and then getting on the Raging
곧
Spirit.
파멸 시전 준비하세요.
Out of the Defile. There's the Raging. Remember Alberina, you are typhooning the spirits as they approach, and then getting behind the Lich King. Defile in 8.
곧 파멸
Defile
시전
in 3.
준비하세요.
Defile
3,
in 2.
2,
Defile in 1.
1.
곧 영혼 쓰기. 당신은
뛰세요.
파멸.
Out of the Defile. And
당신은
behind Lich
파멸.
King if you are not soaking. Alrighty, everything here is routine. Finish Lich King and head to the NGC. Stack center. And follow, follow. Five more seconds chamber. 2, 1.
곧 파멸 시전
곧
영혼 쓰기.
준비하세요.
Typhoon the approaching spirits. Defile 7.
곧 파멸 시전
Defile 4.
준비하세요. 3, 2,
Defile 2.
1.
당신은
뛰세요.
파멸.
Defile be back. Get behind the Lich King.
곧 영혼
You
쓰기.
have all. Get him rebuffed. Give him wisdom. Illinois. That's fine. Final chamber coming up. No, I have D suck up for entrance laws, pants up. There's plenty of options. We do have some awkward bombs. Valkyrie, go ahead and Ore Mastery. I'll actually like deselect this as well, so there's no issues from that. Coming out in 5 seconds. Trends, if you want, you can give me a pin up. If not, that's also fine. Doesn't matter.
화면 시전
곧 명월 쓰기.
상기하세요.
Ready. Nice, clean Lich King with one awkward Valkyrie death. If you do not need loot, head over to TOGC, but do not zone in. If you do not need loot, head over to TOGC, but do not zone in. Yeah, it's fine. That's totally in plenty of time. I do always try, but I think you're getting to him. Let me see. Let me check the spells. I think that's the kill. Yeah. I mean, the main reason I assign a primary necrotic is like when the second shambling comes out, I'm usually like trying to like bounce the necrotic back onto the first and like stun and slow the second shambling, and so my attention is like pretty divested into that, and that's where I'm looking for like someone else to make sure no one dies to necrotic. Alrighty, and if you do not need loot, head to the TOGC summoning stone. Again, do not zone in. I'm going to be like relogging for add-ons, and I don't want you to create like a split instance, so just head to the summoning stone if you do not need loot. If you do need loot, just hang out here and I'll build loot here in just 1 second. Yeah, I can do that 1 sec. Normal protector mark. Warrior hunter shaman. Normal protector mark. Warrior hunter shaman. What's those? Heroic Conqueror Mark. Paladin Priest Warlock, Heroic Conqueror Mark, Paladin Priest Warlock. Mm-hmm. Just wrapping up Ascon Citadel. Havoc's Call. Played a Litter on Kings. Havoc's Call. Royal Scepter of Tyrannus II. Royal Scepter of Tyrannus II. And Mr. Horsey, place your bid, Mr. Horsey. It's like a little low. Uh,
뭘 원하시오? 조심해서 가시오.
but initially, I think I would have you on Warrior or DK, and then yeah, I might rotate you to Hunter for a noob, depending on. Um, Log on Whisper will work out. No, not no particular. I'm gonna relog real quick, and then I'll sort out the group. Oh wait. Um, um, Gotcha. Yeah, you got a minute. Hmm. Sending for what? Oh. Gotcha. That's fine. Yeah, do that then. That's fine. Um, Not currently, Eleanor, if you're talking. Need a flask, trade with gold for flask, however note that you do not need to flask until faction champions, unless you really want to. Flasking is mandatory after faction champions, on and after faction champions. One moment. Indeed. If you should have someone on screen, let me know if you do not. Ready, we got multiple fish down by the blue square. Again, trade with gold if you need a flask. Your misdirects and tricks are going to be to Prodi, for the most part, sometimes to Maru. Your healers are those in group 5. You'll get shown on the road here momentarily. F throw, get the fish that are down. Word. Sneaky and Thief. Almost rogue, your poisons. There's a repair bot down somewhere over there. I can't quite see it yet. Repair bot has a star on its head. Everyone repair and refresh your reagents on the repair bot. We will assume that Acrux can make it out of the bathroom in this amount of time. The roleplay will start off this timer. Check your macros, check your... Let me check the light bar. Shooting, I'm gonna rotate you over to Wisdom. I'm gonna rotate you Kings. Guess I'll go maybe also to Kings. Many Kings Paladins. Yes, the entire raid is going to stack. I'll put a triangle on Acrux here and a, say a circle on Trounce. Every single person in the raid is going to be pixel perfect stacked for the Magnetar, the first of the beasts. First Aura Mastery will be Eleanor, then Shooting, and then Alkobaby.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Ready, we got the roleplay initiating here.
어서오게 용사들이 은빛 십자군의 부름에 담대히 응한 모두를 환영하라. 바로 이곳 십자군 원형 경기장에서 제군들은 엄청난 도전에 마주칠 걸세. 혹독한 원형 경기장에서 살아남는 자는 은빛 십자군의
Minister, your Earthling weapon.
전체로 진군해 나갈 걸세. 폭풍 후 봉우리의 가장 깊고 어두운 동굴에서 온 꿰뚫는 자 고르목일세. 영웅들이여 전투에 임하게.
경의 야수들은 우리 용사들의 상대가 안 돼.
Your Mistrix and Trix to Proti.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go. Eleanor, go ahead and Aura Mastery. Shooting, you are next. Shooting, go ahead and Aura Mastery. Okay, baby, you are next if needed. Instructs and tricks to Prati. You can multi-dot acid mod, do your best to spread. Oh,
4,
I'll look into fixing that
1.
in a bit. I'm not sure how yet though. Actually, I knew. Yeah, I knew how I can write that across. Do your best to spread without being in front of Dread Scale. Do your best to spread 11 yards apart from one another without being in front of Dread Scale. Okay, that works. Prati, come over and cleanse me after he's done his Molten Spew. I have a blue score on my head. Spread even more than you were previously. There is a reasonably high chance of a second paralytic like that. Right, got pretty lucky there. Mistrix and Tricks to Maru for the moment. Mistrix and Tricks to Maru. This is a threat reset. And we are moving to the wall. Next misdirects and tricks are to Prodi for the Eddy. Hold them if they are up. Melee, we are moving. Do not be in front of the worm, however. You should be happening here. Do not be in front of the worm. Misdirects and tricks as available to Proti. Misdirects and tricks to Proti.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is new. Here comes the massive crash. Very simply dodge the charge. Coming out of this, I will desock. Just kidding, I'll hit the button late. Yeah, we have human racial for such moments. Roll if you want this, Shoal. Roll if you want this, Drape. Roll if you want this, Band. Alrighty, melee DPS, please head to the melee DPS spot. DPS again, stack in your spot. Range DPS and healers form groups of 3 that are spread somewhat away from each other. On Nether Power, Dispel Magic, Ichirin, Purge, Minister, Spell Steal, Alestro, Nurtric, and Saramara. Trank Shot, Asara, and Hunters. First, Nether Power, we'll see Shootings, DSOC, and Aura Mastery. Second, Eleanor's DSOC and Aura Mastery. And third, Aqua's DSOC and Aura Mastery. Legion Flame means move. Do not drop the Legion Flame on the spawners, preferably. All DPS swap to and kill the Nether Portals and the Volcano. Here's a ready check, ideally for pull. We have another repair bot down if you missed the first one. This one also has a star on its head. In fact, we have 2 down, although that only has 20 seconds on it. 1 moment. Nupala, that can be a Frost DPS, right? Rotate to, yeah, Frost DPS, right? That way we have Melee Haste. Everyone did come back ready on the ready check. This is a roleplay starting timer, not a fight starting timer.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Roleplay has been initiated.
다음 상대를 소환할 걸 기다리고 있게나.
Nurtrick, Aqua, and Ichiran, can you guys rotate to like say White Smoke Flare and then Boomy group move to like where they were? I think you guys are a little too close to melee.
도전자 여러분, 소환 의식을 시작하겠어요. 이 의식이 끝나면 무시무시한 파멸의 수명이 나타날 거예요. 눈 크게 뜨고 보세요. 짜잔, 해냈어요.
First Aura Mastery. Just, there you go. Shooting, then Eleanor, then Aqua. Shooting, then Eleanor, then Aqua. Combat 10, you can get your misdirects and tricks onto Prodi.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 차단.
First another power in 5. Shooting, go ahead. Get rid of another power on the boss.
차단.
Legion Flame, Sneaky, Cloak it. And DPS on, Beware of the fire, beware of the fire, yep, beware of the fire. Melee, please don't stand out. Homeless Rogue.
바닥 조심하세요.
But you are not standing in the fire.
차단.
Multi-dot these mistresses, heal Asara, Legion Flame in 4. Another power in 7, Eleanor be ready.
차단.
Eleanor, go ahead and hit both buttons. Please don't distracting shot the boss, take that shit off your bar, Asara, take that shit off your bar. Heal Aqua Baby. Legion Flame in 3, plus Volcano. Sneaky Legion Flame again. Melee, be aware, potentially. Good. Leave down the Infernals. Oh, fucking. Aqua Baby, DSOC, or must we? Oh, so, well, I'm just.
차단.
Let's see him. Aqua Baby, Legion Flame. Let's kill this boss before anything silly happens.
차단.
Roll if you want this symbol of transgression. Again, I would just take distracting shot off your bar, any form of taunt off your bar. Everyone on the raid, the only exception to that is death grips for a noob. I need those for the ice spheres. But any other form of taunt off the bar for this leggings, roll if interested.
모두 흥분을 가라앉히고 진정하십시오. 이 경기엔 아무 음모도 없어.
And Bloodbath Belt, roll if interested.
수와 상관없이 행동한 겁니다. 마상 시합은 계속 진행되어야 합니다.
Ready. If in your bags you do not currently possess indestructibles for this fight, you can trade me. If you need a flask, trade with gold. And I will give you a flask. 100 gold per flask, as per usual. If you have everything you need, face the Alliance shield. Be under the Alliance shield. And take yourself a brief intermission while I do Assignments. Anyone can go start the roleplay and then return to the Alliance Shield.
다음 전투는 은빛 십자군에서 가장 센 기사들을 상대해야 하네. 그들을 이겨야만 자신의 가치를 인정받을 걸. 모두는 정의를 원한다. 이제 얼라이언스에 도전한다. 성기사여, 우리가 그대의 기사를 대신하여 싸우도록 하라. 모두를 모욕한 대가를 이 쓰레기들에게 보여줄 테니. 좋습니다. 그러시지요. 명예롭게 싸워주십시오. 저들에게 자비란 없다. 모두 용사들이여, 럭타 오갈!
Extra is the Shadow Priest. Alright. And we'll work with it. Yeah. Um, Assignments are in the general Discord and the assignments channel. You can read ahead or follow along. We'll go over them in raid warning, verbally, and beep boop. Lem, he will CC about the tree. Roddy, you're gonna do your best to get the warrior out of the raid. The warrior's gonna have a circle on his head. Death Knight's gonna have a triangle when I mean out of the raid, or when I say out of the raid, I mean like as close to white smoke clear as possible. Strike. You're gonna do your best to get the Death Knight out of the raid and or Cyclone it, raid it. Either or. Warcrux on the Warlock. Shadow spells and DPS. F on the Warlock, fire spells and DPS. New Pella on the Mage, arcane spells and DPS. Death Grip when it blinks away. Sneaky on the Mage, draw spells and DPS. Feedback, sit on the enemy Shadow Priest. Stop as many casts as you can. Homeless Rogue, sit on the enemy Holy Paladin, stopping as many heals as possible and DPSing it. Detox, sit on the enemy Resto Shaman, stopping as many heals as you can and DPSing it. If you have not been assigned a particular job, you are on the Rogue, then the Warlock, then the Mage, then the DK, then the Warrior, then the Hunter, and then whatever's left. If you have any questions, let me know. Here's a ready check, ideally a 4-pull. If you need a flask, trade with gold, and I will give you a flask. If you need indestructibles, let me know. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. One moment. A pull timer. Flask up, Alberina F, Homeless, Minister, Nurtrick, Nidpala, Shooting, Sneaky, Warcrux. Wisdom, people, I think that's shooting. Don't be too shy with your indestructibles, they last for 2 minutes, and you are looking to have over 3 minutes of uptime on them, so you can pop your first indestructible as early as right now.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Use our heroism. Minister. Well, enemy heroism. Totem's Minister, Totem's Minister. The Rogue dead, general DPS on the Warlock. No skull. And the Tide Minister, as you can. Mage, Skull, T-Sock, Alka Baby. Like an indestructible, yep, pop, pop. New Skull, Gorgrim, Shadow Cleave. If you are being targeted by him, you do still need to run away. Your skull, Narhawk Steelbreaker, melee DPS, be mindful of retaliation. Again, if you are the target, you do still need to run away. On the Rouge Ka, the Hunter. Only stun if you see steady shot casting. Otherwise, do not build the stun DR. Jesus fuck. No way. Cannot believe the Hunter alone fucking deleted him like that. It's the Hunter. There's the full death log. Two holy shocks in there as well. Unfortunately not crits. If they had a crit, he'd be alive, I think. Okay. And then now you're like about to kill the Hunter. Nah. Like the only potential option there for him, he could have fire warded, that would have saved him. He could have mana shielded, that would have saved him. It could have been like a little quicker explosive drop, or explosive shot, absolutely. And it does fire damage, yes. I could have had like a shield from the priest. That would have done it. Anyways, but it gives us a chance to try door strat on Valkyries and see how that goes. Been interested to see how the door strat goes. It's very funny. Girdle, roll. And people do it here as well. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do, every single person in the raid except for me is going to take dark, and you guys are gonna stack on like white smoke flare. The tanks will have their backs facing out, and we will make sure no orbs ever hit the raid. We will be saving heroism either for a shield swap or actually only for a shield swap, basically, to be able to get through that. The light vortex we will desack and de-him, and you will pop any personal defensives you have for it, such as Barkskin. You will Sacred Shield yourself if you are a paladin. You will faint if you are a rogue. You will make the healers' lives easier during the light vortex, if there is one. Yeah, boomies, you can Barkskin and then Tranquility. I'll move you to group 2. Sorry, cooldown on exhaustion 50 seconds. Word. Lem, your armor. Buff Zaku. Hellstones. Yep, Hellstones would be pretty good for this as well. If it's a light vortex, Etrin will have you divine him. And shooting, grab Fire Resora, and you will like desack and Aura Mastery as the light vortex starts to go off. Assuming I get a light vortex. Wisdom Priest shooting. You will divine him if there is a light vortex. I think it might. It might be. I don't know. At the very least, desack will help with it. Anyways, everyone came back ready on the ready check. We do need some priest buffs to go out. So raid, you're gonna get the dark, and then you're gonna move to the door. Yeah, the first and ideally only light vortex. I don't think that shit can happen back to back, so. Grab the dark and move to your position. Grab the dark and move to your position. Don't get caught behind the gate. Like, wait for the gate to close before moving all the way back there. You don't want to get caught outside the instance. That'd be really silly. Retox, take the dark. Tico, take the dark. Retox, Tico.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The gate not close? That's super awkward. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Squish yourself up against the gate as tight as you can. Squish yourself up against the gate as tight as you can. Everyone in the raid should be attacking the skull right now. Special ability coming up. Be ready to react to it. Dark Vortex, no one needs to do anything. Dark Vortex, no one needs to do anything. No, I know. We're gonna wait for our next special. Minister, go ahead and heroism to get us through whatever the special ability is. Extremely generous set of special abilities. Yeah, well, that was super fucking easy. I think I'll just do that every time. I didn't see like the opposite shield or the light vortex, but chalice roll. And discuss it with Minister. Lupine roll. Executioner's Malice. Alrighty. If you need to take yourself a brief intermission, you can go ahead and do so. Handle assignments. Just for redundancy, Acox rotates a hunter.
힘을 합친 우리가 이겨내지 못할 도전은 없네.
Which means one of the rogues you'll have to expose. We'll discuss that later.
아서스, 넌 이미 수적으로 열세다. 서리한을 내려놓아라. 합당한 죽음을 안겨주겠다.
네루비아는 노스랜드의 얼어붙은 황무지 아래 왕국을 건설했다. 그런데 멍청하게도 넌 그 왕국 위에 이것저것 세우더군. 바로 내 왕국 위에 말이다. 폴드링, 네 용사가 쓰러지면
Remain at the pond. Do not approach Nibrak. Remain at the pond.
아직 준비되지 않았습니다.
Please use the summoning stone to initiate a summon on Mara W. Thank you. Alrighty. You can read ahead or follow along. Click off your fortitude and do not buff fortitude. You have from the top, do not typhoon. Take that shit off your bar. Do not starfall or mirror images until the new Barak is underground. Do not army the dead. Take that shit off your bar. Take taunts except for death grip off your bar. I'll need your death grips. Be back at New Pella. No DPS or to attack the Nerbian burrowers other than the hunters doing misdirect until a new Barak is underground. Penetrating responsibility is obvious, but we'll go over it anyway. Shooting group 1. Manister group 2. Eleanor group 3. Ichirin group 4. Zaku group 5. Body do Judgment of Light if you are not already doing so. And all other paladins, Judgment of Wisdom. Asara and Acrux, you will handle west to me after your initial misdirect. Hunters, you will handle east to me after your initial misdirect. Rogues, your tricks onto Prodi until there is a threat buffer, and then you can tricks either each other or highest DPS. If you get the penetrating cold on you, pop defensives such as Frost Ward, Bark Skin, Second Shield, etc., etc. Faint, or Cloak, not Faint. Once a new Barak is underground, do not play any stupid fucking games with the Pursuit. Take him south and break the southern patches, being mindful of where he is impaling. At the start of the fight, be back. I will flare the desired location. I'm looking for you to death grip basically upper left ice sphere to where he is. And then when your death grip is back up, get me one slightly further north as a redundant patch. Tico, the Ret Paladin, you can hand to Freedom, be back a couple seconds into the fight, so he's not trapped. Innervates, we have 5 druids, so Alberina, watch Minister, Trenflix, watch Eleanor, Trounce to Shooting, Retox to Zaku, and Nasista to Ichirin. All priests of the raid, you can Hymn of Hope before we hit final transition. Again, click off your Fortitude and do not buff Fortitude, we still have several of you who can do so. One of the rogues will need to volunteer to expose armor as we no longer have a DPS warrior. Yep, Sneaky will expose armor. Once the new Barak is underground, hunt down and kill swarm scarabs without getting too far from your healers. Once the new Barak returns from the burrow, you will wait to DPS him until it is called for, as we're going to be waiting for the Acid-Drenched Mandibles to fall off. Asara, once we hit phase 3, please rotate to Aspect of the Wild to reduce the damage from the Leeching Swarm. And F, you are already wind poisoning. If you have any questions, do let me know. We may not be on track for immortality, but we still only have one chance to do this correctly. So if you have questions, do let me know. Here's a ready check, ideally for Paul. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. Also, DKs, please Horn of Winter, and please make sure Horn of Winter stays up on me. Be back on Impala. What am I missing? And I'm over, but I'm missing something. Whatever, I'll deal with it. Yeah, Noob Pella, you can work together with Bebop. Again, like the more north, the better, right? There's a smoke flare as a rough guidance. White smoke flare specifically, green is for the tank. Hunter is the hunter, you are a pet. Prodi, you go to like green smoke flare, and then you'd go even further north in last phase. I see green smoke flare on the upper left there. Get your misdirects and tricks to Prodi.
Five, four, three, two.
Works. And then next one as close to like green as you can. Hunters, do your job. Hunter is the hunter, you are not doing your assigned side. Hunter is the hunter. We need you to do your job. Hunter is the hunter.
2, 1.
Prodi, I don't know why the fuck you taunted it off me. That was extremely fucking stupid. There is no fucking way it's on you if not. Stun it before it shadow strikes. I cannot right now. I need you to pull a noob further. Oh man, that's not ideal. Okay. Hey Crux, help out on the normal side.
3, 2,
Hunters, do your job. Range DPS, break ice spheres first. Range DPS,
4,
break ice spheres.
2, 1.
Hunters, the hunters, please. You have the burrow phase to learn how to do your job. Sorry, I'm gonna break the patch. DPS on burrowers and on scarabs. Oh, it's deeply unfortunate. Honor. Stop casting Blizzard. Like, just fucking single. Like, there's only one here, right? Like, why are you casting Blizzard right now? And there's more underground, but DPS. I need you to get these Nerubian burrowers down, so I can reposition. Break the patch. Yes. It's coming up in 10 seconds.
4, 3, 2,
And
1.
Tico, never mind. Yep, DPS, get these burrowers down. Stop AoEing and just like single target them. Like I don't know why you are still casting Blizzard. Holy fuck. Hunters, do your job. Asara, you are not doing your job. Hello, Asara, beep boop. Like some clueless fucking hunters here, unfortunately.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Asara, do you understand your job, Asara the hunter? Every wave of burrowers, you are misdirecting me, aim shotting one, chimera shotting the other, on your side. Wait, why did you just misdirect me, hunters, the hunter? You are like actually fucking clueless. Heroism.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Hunters, do your job. Balance battle res, Trendflix gets sneaky. Sneaky, I want you to, when you're up, tricks the burrowers to me. Don't worry about DPSing noob, just tricks the burrowers to me.
1.
Make sure you don't over aggro the burrowers. Alberina Barrow is sneaky.
Four, three, two, one.
Jesus. Hold for DKP assignment. You do not need any loot. You are free to jam out of here, show up tomorrow for Purple Dragons. Oh no, we lost people in a noob. Like, the hunters should be very grateful that we lost no trick on faction champions. So I would not be so forgiving if we were on track for immortality. Well, if you want the signet. Well, if you want these legs. This is a bid, not a roll. This is a bid, not a roll. Place your bid if interested in Reign of the Unliving. Thief, remind me to link you when I'm done here. Can't do that, I'm in the middle of bed. I got in there. Well, if you want these bracers. Take it up with